Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Have a Nice Day podcast with your host, Janine.
And Joshua.
Happy New Year, dude.
Happy New Year.
It is the second day of the new year.
It is, and it's been a wild ride. 2021.
Yeah.
We're looking at it in our rear view mirror.
Yeah.
And now on to 2022.
I can't
on to
believe
better
it.
things, right? Like, it was just like yesterday the pandemic was there. So
Well, it's still here.
it's still here and it's evolving like every other day now. So
I
there's
know.
like new variants and everything coming up. But I just want to propose a toast, but actually before we start this episode.
Yeah,
And
sure.
I got some fancy. I mean, we're already dressed up really fancy today. Like, I'm wearing my suit, the only suit that I actually have. And
Stop lying.
and Janine's wearing this dress from Zara,
Okay.
from an Ukay. I called you out.
It is actually, I got this dress. I thrifted this dress 10 years back. Yeah.
See,
in
and you actually still
2011,
look really good in it.
2010, more than 11 years back.
Mhm.
Dude, has it been 11 years since I graduated college?
No, it's been 11 years since you had an article of clothing. I'm a guy who keeps up with the trends, guys. Like
I'm a guy.
I'm a guy who keeps up with the trends. So you know that like everything I'm wearing is all new. Like
Yeah, you're really trendy. You're wearing a jacket and he's wearing shorts underneath. Busted. Very trendy.
Okay, you're
dude.
calling me out because I called you out.
That's
Right?
that's what it is. Call me out, I'm gonna call you out.
No, but you still look good. I look good. That's why we've had this camera set up. It's so close to us today.
He
can
wanted
see.
it to be closer because he didn't want to show that he's actually wearing shorts underneath.
Yeah, but
now,
within 1 minute of the episode, Janine called me out. So that's that.
you started it, dude. So
I hate
just
you.
saying.
Hate you. Okay, now on to my toast.
Okay.
But since we don't want to promote any alcohol on this podcast,
Yeah. It's not like we drink.
we're promoting
Alcohol.
something better.
We do. We drink, but it's not. No, dude. No, we're
Something
not promoting
even
that.
better. Taurine has done clinical studies that makes your brain.
What? Taurine is the main ingredient of Red Bull?
It has taurine.
I'm not gonna drink that. You know that, right? I'm gonna drink my coffee.
Just have a sip when I do the
No,
toast.
I don't want Red Bull. Can you
Yeah,
just?
I'll have it. Just have a sip for the toast. You giving the toast?
No, don't put Red Bull. Put my coffee in it, dude.
I don't know what's going on in this podcast. It's like caffeine in a wine glass.
See, looks good. Looks like Kahlua.
No, it looks like
Baileys.
Bailey's. Yes,
Looks like Irish
coffee.
coffee.
Yeah, mine looks like champagne.
Yeah, yours look like a proper bubbly. But
Mine looks like
pissy
a
bubbly.
beer, but it's like in a wine glass. Like, who is this guy?
Mine is a cafe latte.
Wait, yeah, yours is cafe latte without the sugar. Okay, so, this is for everyone basically. I just want to propose a toast that everyone listening to this podcast and even your friends and family and basically everyone, not only the people listening to this podcast, but everyone, may you have a very prosperous 2022 filled with blessings, love, self-love, and
Happiness and health.
happiness and health and positivity, no negativity,
And a lot of learning.
a lot of learnings, and a lot of self-realizations, and
And a lot of saying no to things that you don't need in your life.
exactly, and more Marvel movies.
Yes. Yes to that.
Cheers, everyone.
Clink. Shall we wrap our hands around? Oh, you already start. He already started drinking.
Good soup.
Mine is cold coffee. Did you already finish?
My wings are coming out. Okay, anyway.
It's so weird.
Okay, so in this episode, that was basically the happy news of the week.
Are you gonna watch this later?
Yes,
Okay, thanks.
I'll watch it. But this is basically the happy news of the week, that we're turning a new page in the book
Mhm.
of our
Podcast.
lives. It's like- this Red Bull is
Dude.
disagreeing with me already. It's like no, but yeah, we're we're basically turning a new chapter of our lives as we enter 2022, and that's the happy news of the week, because 2021 was filled with ups and downs. But I just told Janine the other day, I think 2021 was a really good year for me,
Right.
and I hope that it's a stepping stone onto better things.
Mm-hmm.
But like, we never know. Like, we should just live in the moment, let the future deal with itself, but at the same time we should be prepared in everything that comes our way.
Plan ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's our happy news of the week, and I hope that everyone is happy that we are embarking on a new year.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't
And
know what's in
everyone's
store for us,
healthy.
but we have a lot of updates that are going to be happening with the podcast, so I would suggest you stick all the way to the end. And in the meantime, please do subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please do like this video and show your support in any way, because we do have some exciting announcement that we are going to make towards the end of this episode. So please stick around.
Poof.
Sorry, this Red Bull is.
It's already making you go
I
crazy,
know.
dude.
It's what
This
happens
is
when
why
caffeine hits
you
me.
shouldn't be drinking Red Bull.
No, I like Red
Don't
Bull.
even know what's in it. Like, you can't even pronounce the ingredients in it.
I can easily pronounce all the ingredients in this.
Okay, let's do it then.
Okay, before we start this episode, I'm going to read the ingredients of a Red Bull for everyone's knowledge.
He can't find it. I think it's in Arabic.
It's in Arabic, so
Can I have a look? Yeah, it's not even in English. Okay, yeah, sure. You can read Arabic, right? Go ahead.
yeah, I can read Arabic.
Okay.
The first one is Hakhalayus.
Okay. What is that? What does that mean?
The next one is Al-Sharat. Ashrat. Ahararaya. Ahararaya. What is this? Ashrat, yeah?
Al-Sa'arat. I don't know. Al-Sa'arat. Al-Harariya. I don't know what that means. That's how you say it.
That means it's death inside the
But
can.
that's not the ingredients, dude. The ingredients are here.
That's
What are you reading?
basically what I read was breastfeeding women don't drink this. Pretty sure that's what it meant.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Let's make things up now. Okay, dude. What are we going to talk about today?
So this episode, I decided that it'll be really good, like what we did for our last year's
Last New Year's episode.
last New Year's
Oof.
episode was basically like a wrap, like our favorite things of the year, our favorite moments of the year, favorite songs, favorite TV
Okay.
show, favorite movie of the year.
Let's do it.
But we have like 5 of them.
Sure.
5 categories that I want Janine and I to just discuss as we wrap up this year. And the first one that I want to bring is, what was your favorite artist or song of the year?
I'm going to take it out of my wrapped because this is like the correct one. And I just looked at it before we started the episode, and it's Silk Sonic, just like my last year, Anderson .Paak, but this time around with Bruno Mars, the legendary Bruno Mars. So they formed up a band, and it's called Silk Sonic. And everyone knows this song. It's called Leave the Door Open, which is the first full track song from the album that they released. And then now, recently, they've released the rest of the songs from the album. So
But
that
they
is-
released all the songs or just the first?
I don't know if it's all the songs. It doesn't seem to be a complete album just yet.
I think they're
so,
doing it in installments.
Yeah. So that's my number one most played or top songs for 2021. Leave the Door Open. And then Leon Bridges, Beyond is close second. Yeah. So those are my...
So boring.
And what is it? What is your artists revealed? Spotify Rap presents a mix of songs, interviews from your top artists. Oh, Justin Bieber is one of it. Justin Bieber, Peaches, Hold On, and Holy. Yeah, I played Holy a lot since you told me about Holy, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I come to learn a lot about. No, I can't.
What?
I come to learn about new songs quite frequently, and I really like to push them onto Janine. She doesn't
Yeah.
like half the songs I recommend because it's all like punk rock music.
What is yours?
my favorite?
Yeah.
Okay, so from what I remember correctly, my favorite artist of
Yeah.
2021
Yeah.
was Newfound Glory.
Oh, nice.
And just like if you remember correctly, guys, my favorite artist last year was All Time Low. What is really cool about Newfound Glory is that All Time Low actually got one of their band name from a Newfound Glory song.
Oh, really?
Indirectly, those two bands are like connected.
Yeah.
And my most played song was Head On Collision, which is actually the song of which had the lyric All Time Low in it. And All Time Low took it upon themselves to name their band that.
Nice.
So yeah, but I've been listening to a lot of punk rock bands lately.
Yeah.
And yeah, just going back to my hobby, which is listening to that kind of music. Like even on my Tinder profile when Janine met me,
Yeah.
I saw it the other day. And my bio was literally, I haven't changed my playlist since the time I was in high school.
Yeah.
Which is so true.
Yeah, that's true. Your what is it called? Your music genre hasn't changed.
I haven't evolved in my musical taste. Like the other day it was raining in Dubai and I'm like, what is the most emo song I can play while driving? And what did I play?
What?
Welcome to the Black Parade. My Chemical Romance.
You know what I played? I played like
It's
coffee.
raining, man.
No, like coffee shop music with a rainy
like
background, like jazzy.
lo-fi.
Yeah,
Lo-fi.
it was actually really nice.
You're
Like
so
you can hear
boring,
the
man.
raindrops through the music that you're playing, but you can also hear the real raindrops on your car.
Oh, that's nice. That's a vibe.
Yeah,
That's a
that was a vibe. So yeah, I really enjoyed my car ride while driving. But the New Year's for us was very rainy. There were thunders, lightning, and my family and I were planning to have it in my not backyard, but what is it called? My balcony.
Your balcony, yeah.
And unfortunately, due to heavy rains, we had to like cancel that plan and just do it in my parents' house. So we watched the Burj Khalifa fireworks on the television.
But I can't believe the number of people there. Like even with the cases going up.
That's the
and
thing.
everything,
We
I was
really
like-
wanted to be safe because there's just so many cases out there in Dubai. Like the last number I saw was 2,300. I don't know if it even went higher
No,
than that.
2,500.
Has
I
it
don't know
been?
what today's numbers
Yeah.
are, but it's still quite high.
Exactly. So I'd rather stay indoors, especially with my grandmother and the kids
Two
around.
kids around,
Yeah. I'd
Even
rather.
the same thing that I did. I was at home.
Yeah.
We were watching some Filipino singer. I forgot who it was. Some really young girl, but she can hit notes that are like on top of mountains.
Oh, nice.
Forgot her name, like Kiki or something. I don't know,
I
one
don't
of
know.
those Filipino names.
I don't know.
She was really good though. Props to her.
Yeah.
I don't even know her name, but
Yeah, a lot of Filipino artists are just really, really good.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a natural talent. Like a Filipino can either do one of the two things: sing or guitar.
Or dance.
No.
Sing or dance. Come on.
Yeah,
a lot
sing,
of
sing, dance, or play one musical instrument.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's more
That's
fair.
true.
Yeah.
That's very
I can
true.
do all. Thankfully, I'm blessed with that gift.
You can't dance.
I can't dance, guys. I was just
can.
kidding. I cannot dance.
He can't dance for the life of him. You showed them a snippet of. I was watching it on YouTube because he edited the video, so I was watching it, and the video popped up of him. If you haven't seen it, watch our last episode. We recap
You know,
our,
that was my test to see if you watch my edited videos, and I'm glad you did.
our vacation in Goa. And then the video popped up of him dancing. You'll see him in the background. I wasn't seen a lot because I was cut off, but you were there, and I could really see that you were just
No, so
off, not off
choreographer.
tune, but like off.
No, I
beat.
wasn't off. I was actually pretty aligned with the rest of everyone. But if it's
No one was aligned with anyone.
no one was actually aligned. That's the best part. So if you see that I am aligned, I really am not
Yeah.
because I was following someone. But a choreographed dance, I'm okay. Like I can deal with it. But if like
You guys be the judge of that.
but if I'm
okay?
in a club or something like that, I'm just like, what do I do now? Do I look at my
show
phone?
them. Can you show them your signature dance move, please?
Not on
That you
camera.
do in the
No.
car.
So okay, guys.
Please,
maybe
come
when I'm
on.
drunk. Maybe if this was really alcohol, I would have done it. But not today. Not today, sister.
It's his go-to move, and it's just too funny.
It
for
matches
me.
with every song. That's the best part.
Yeah, that was what he said. I don't know if it does, but
But,
I'll
like,
give you the benefit
10 out of
the
the 10 songs we listened to, it matched.
Fine,
with
it
yes.
did. Actually,
Yes.
it did. Dude, what's next?
Next is what's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie, hands down, Spider-Man.
Which one?
No Way Home,
Okay.
the latest one.
Yeah. No, that's Homecoming.
No, Homecoming was the previous
Nice.
one. I know, I
Okay,
know. I
guys,
can't
caught
spoil
her.
because maybe people haven't watched it, so I don't want to
Spoil
say.
it, man. If no one has watched it till now, then they deserve to.
It's just the best Spider-Man movie ever because I can't
Okay, wait.
believe.
We have to say a spoiler alert if you do. Say
Okay, yeah.
anything.
Spoiler alert.
Skip
please.
like maybe 3-4 minutes
Not 3-4 minutes.
because I'm gonna speak about it.
A minute.
Okay, skip
A
a
minute
minute,
or
and
two.
if you hear anything, that's not our fault.
I just want to say that it's so awesome to see my Spider-Man, the Spider-Man that I grew up with, in the Spider-Man now. Like, come on. Toby is my Spider-Man. He's the Spider-Man.
He's my favorite Spider-Man
He's
as
the
well.
Spider-Man that we all grew up with. So for me to see Andrew Garfield being
Garfunkel.
Andrew Garfunkel being the second Spider-Man, I like him. To me, he's the best looking Spider-Man out
No,
there. He is.
Tobey
is.
Maguire is the best looking Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire is not good looking. He is the best Spider-Man, the most fitting Spider-Man, but he's not the best looking Spider-Man.
He's the best looking.
No,
Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield, the best looking Spider-Man.
No,
Hands down.
Andrew Garfield looks like someone.
Okay,
who-
we're gonna let them vote. We're gonna put a poll on
Okay.
our. It's been a while since we put up a poll
Yes, that
on
is
our
true.
IG. We're gonna put up a
No,
poll.
but the poll only
Who's
allows
the-
2.
No, it can give you 3. Oh, you can do like a questionnaire
Ah, yeah,
and then put 3. I'll put the correct answer as Andrew Garfield. I think he is the best looking one. But for me, in my heart, the Spider-Man that I grew up with and the original, when someone says Spider-Man, it's still Toby who comes into my head.
Same.
But Tom Holland has done an awesome job in being a Spider-Man. And he's the Spider-Man who's been exposed everywhere already.
Because it's part of the MCU, yeah.
Yeah,
So he is
Marvel,
getting all
everything. And
that-
it's just so cool seeing the 3 of them all together with their different Spidey uniforms, with their different Spider-Man
Styles.
style,
Yeah.
how they shoot webs. I won't spoil further, but like it's just
See,
that was really good.
See, I knew that all of them would be in this movie.
You said that.
because of all the research and everything that I've done.
And when they said multiverse, you're like, what? I think all of the Spider-Man would be in it. Both Andrew and Toby. I'm like, there's no way because Andrew was fired, right?
Yes.
As a Spider-Man. So I'm like, there's no way they're going to bring Andrew back. How are they going to do that? He was fired, blah, blah, blah. You know, it didn't end well. But then they came out.
But they apparently all signed the contract to be in this movie in December 2020 ata.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it would take some time to shoot,
Yeah.
right?
So
But how good it is that no spoilers came out. I mean, no leaked photos. Maybe there
No,
were,
they had-
maybe.
they were under an NDA.
No, I mean not from
Oh, it's
them,
the
like from
filming?
people around. Like sometimes, you know, when people film, like
Yes.
they could catch like Andrew Garfield with
No, but
Toby.
Where did they film? Like the parts where they filmed
Probably
were all
New York.
together. No, was all inside a room first when
Yeah,
they were
true.
in that, and the last part was all CGI because it was on top of what is
That's
it of
true.
not Empire State, the Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It
So
wasn't
everything
like they were
was
all in
definitely indoor.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That's a good
outdoor
point.
parts were like with Doctor Strange and everyone.
Yeah.
Which
Doc
there
Ock.
were where there was leaked pictures.
There were?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But
Okay.
everyone knew Doctor Strange could open the multiverse.
But it's they really tried to hide it because even in the premiere, none
They
of
were
them
not
were
there,
there. But that sucks, right? Like being
no, what,
part of the movie, you want to be part of the
you
premiere.
tell me what's better. You going to a premiere and everyone saying, "Oh, why are they here? Are they in the movie?" Or while people are watching the premiere,
Yeah.
that scene when the portal opens
Yeah.
and when he removes the mask and Andrew Garfield is there.
Yeah.
That's 10 times better
I
than
know.
actually seeing them on the red carpet.
That was super cool. I had to scream in the movies. I was just like, oh my
I was like,
gosh,
"Shut
that is like super cool.
But
I
apparently,
knew it was going to happen because you spoiled it.
I spoiled it because see, when the movie came out, I wanted to watch it straight off the bat and see
Yeah.
if it actually happens.
Yeah.
But we were in Goa and we only got
Oh,
a
yeah,
chance
we were.
to see the movie like 3 weeks after. And I was 100% sure that somewhere on social media or somewhere in the interwebs, I would see it.
Yeah.
So the movie, when it came out in India, I immediately Googled, are Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in this
And
movie?
it came out.
And then yes, I saw that they were, and at least I had a peace of mind because I knew it was bound to happen if I did.
Yeah. I think we've been talking about it for the last 5 minutes
Yes,
now. So
sorry,
maybe
listeners.
maybe we'll move on. What is yours?
So mine was initially Spider-Man, but then I remembered a movie that I watched like 3 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Mm.
And it was Shang-Chi, the Legend of the Ten Rings.
I wanted to watch it.
And guys, see,
And wait.
no,
Okay, go ahead.
this
Go
is
ahead.
my time to
Sure.
talk.
Okay.
Okay, what are you gonna say? Say it.
I went to Turkey and it was in the Emirates flight that I was on. I decided not to watch it because in my head I'm like, let me skip it and I'll watch it with Josh
Thank you.
because
Thank you.
we
for
like watching Marvel movies together.
that. Thank you.
And then last week or 2 weeks ago, we were sitting down and he's like, babe, Shang-Chi is super, super cool.
No,
It's
so-
probably the
no,
best
no.
Marvel movie I've seen so far.
I'll tell you when it was. So it was for Janine's Christmas party at their house. I was a little bit late, but I didn't tell Janine the reason. She's like, "Where are you?
Christmas party, what?
in your house?
In my house?
Yeah, Christmas Day in your parents' house."
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I was late.
The 24th.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was late, and Janine's calling me like, "Where are you? What time are you coming? What time
Yeah.
are you coming?" I said, "Oh, I got stuck with something, but I'm coming. I'm on my way." Then I go to her house and I whisper to him like, "You know why I'm late?" And she's like, "Why?" I'm like, "I want Shang-Chi." And the look on her face, I was like,
He betrayed me
This is Santa Claus coming not to give me gifts but to kill me."
to give you coal.
Yes.
If it weren't for my niece's birthday party and my dad's party and Christmas Eve all together, you've probably been murdered right
That's
then
the
and there.
best place to actually give you bad news.
It's true.
Like, I'm breaking up with you, and you can't do anything because like everyone is there.
I can in front of my dad.
Oh, your dad will.
He'd be like, "What?"
Out. Get out.
But I really felt betrayed.
Because it's not the first time I betrayed her with a Marvel movie. I betrayed her as well when I watched Black Widow without her.
And Mulan,
I never watched Mulan.
you have with your sister. You watched Mulan.
No, I don't watch Disney movies.
Stop lying.
I never watched Mulan.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do I remember you watching Mulan?
Why would I watch Mulan?
Oh, shade.
First of all, I'm a man in my 30s. I have no time to watch a Disney movie.
Yeah, but you have time to watch Spider-Man.
Oh, and actually, Marvel is part of the Disney.
Yeah, exactly. You happy now? You dissed Disney?
And
A moment of silence for
And
that.
Star Wars
And
as well.
Star Wars. A moment of silence.
Okay, I didn't realize that. But still, but Shang-Chi, guys, first of all, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend that you do. There's one scene in that whole movie.
Don't spoil it. We've already
no.
spoiled Spider-Man.
Huh?
We've already spoiled Spider-Man.
Come
Don't
on,
spoil
Shang-Chi
it.
came out 2 years ago.
Not 2 years. A year.
Okay, but I'm just saying, it's one of the best movies, and I love the way that they finally brought like a full Asian cast into a movie, and this movie was so bomb diggity.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Like, if you watch Shang-Chi, you might even think it's better than Spider-Man.
Yeah?
For some reason, I really, really enjoyed it. Like, the whole element of, like, even Aquafina in it, bringing the
Yeah.
comic relief. This actor is so good looking, and he does all his
Forgot his
stunts.
name.
I don't know, like Ching or something.
It's a very Asian name. I forgot, but he's
Canadian,
He's
yeah.
Canadian, and he got the gig. I mean, of course, he got the gig through auditions, but he also tweeted a couple of years back, "How about an Asian Marvel hero
Yeah. I
Yeah.
saw that. That was so cool.
to Marvel?"
See.
And he got it.
So that's why, guys, like, never give up. Like,
Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
Look at Tom
Slide into her
Holland, Andrew
DM.
Garfield. Two of them have been like fans of Spider-Man. You'll see them in Spider-Man costumes when they were young, and now they're literally Spider-Man.
See me. I don't know about you, but podcast was like I got into podcasting like crazy. Like watching every podcast, listening to almost every podcast, and here I am with a podcast. So I'm like, so guys,
Dude.
really, the sky is the limit. If you can dream it, then you can achieve it.
Yeah, just like what Walt
Disney,
Walt Disney said. Walt Disney.
it's right there,
If
right?
you can dream it, you can do it. Walt Disney.
Yeah, she has a poster of it right there.
Not a poster. It's You can actually lower down your head and they'll see it. There it
Oh, yeah,
is.
there.
Yeah, over there.
I
There.
don't know what I'm doing.
The green one behind the plant.
Yeah.
But yeah. I love Walt Disney.
Wise words to live
I'm a
by.
big fan of Walt Disney.
Yes.
Yeah. You know that. Of not, I mean, the Disney, the company, but Walt Disney himself.
Walter Disney Field. That's his real name.
That's not his real name.
It is.
Okay. What's next?
Next is favorite TV show of the year.
Oh, what did I say? I said a lot of things earlier.
She watches so many TV shows. Like this, she even watches like the what's that?
Below Deck.
Below the Deck. And what's the other one?
Even the
blowing the glass blowers.
Yeah, a hot shop. Oh, what is it? Blow something. Oh,
And then
I love that show.
Then they're restoring rusty cars back.
Oh my gosh,
I'm like,
yes.
what do you do, man?
Rust Bros, the company in
Rust,
Canada.
Rust Bros. If a company was named Rust Bros, I would
No, the show is
immediately-
called Rust Valley, but the company is called Rust Bros. It's owned by a dad and his son and his best friend in British Columbia,
So
Canada.
No one are brothers.
No. What are you talking
That's
about,
weird.
dude?
Okay, carry on.
talking about?
Sorry.
But yeah, you know what? This 2021, I've watched more shows combined in the past years. I don't know why. I've been binging a lot of shows. There's a lot of shows that are running through my head. There's what did I say earlier?
Good Doctor.
Good Doctor. I think that's the number one, I would say, because they brought it onto Netflix. So I rewatched some of the scenes, some of the episodes that I've seen so far. Up until season 3, I think, is on Netflix in Middle East. I also really, really like New Amsterdam. I don't know if I said that in our last podcast, 2020 wrapped. But you'll see the theme is mostly like doctor and hospital and stuff like that. I haven't seen Grey's Anatomy. I've only seen snippets of it when I was younger. But I don't know. I've never really been on it as it is.
It's like The Bold and the Beautiful, but in a hospital.
Yeah, true. Oh, you know what? The Good Place. I really like The Good Place. And The Good Place is written by the same writer of The Office, of Parks and Rec, and what else?
The mockumentary style TV show.
No, it's not. It's not mockumentary at all.
But the people who written.
No,
mockumentary
it's
shows.
written by, remember Mose?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. He's the writer.
He is
The
one
Office.
of the main writers of The Office.
You also finished The Office this year. I mean, in 2021.
Yes, and no, I think it was 2020. I can't remember, but yeah. Oh, and so many
Nine-Nine.
shows. Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
He's also the writer of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh yeah.
So he is an amazing,
Comedic genius.
Yeah, he is. And he wrote The Good Place, and I actually like it. Yeah, so a lot of shows, but yeah, those would be my top 3.
Yeah. I asked for top 1, but
I'm
thank
sorry,
you for sharing.
because I wanted to say the others, but I know that those are the ones you're gonna say, and we've also watched it together, so I'll allow you to do that.
See, I don't watch a lot of new shows. I mean, I would love to, but I don't know. I cannot somehow find time to do it. And if I do have free time, I just watch a podcast.
Yeah.
But the favorite show, guys, the favorite show, and it's really hard for me to even say this because every time I think about this show, I get saddened a little bit. Brings a tear to my eyes sometimes.
Because it's the last one.
It is the last one, but it's Money Heist.
Casa de Papel. Are you gonna cry?
So I finished season 5.
Five seasons,
And
5 parts.
5 parts, and guys, the finale was the best thing that I could have asked for, and also the worst thing that I could have asked for. But sometimes some shows have to do this.
It's just like Friends, right? They ended it on a good note.
Exactly. That's how
Don't drag
even
it on.
Seinfeld ended. And I really hate that when all these movies, all these shows, and they're like, oh, reboot. Like, guys, come on. You can be more creative.
Like How I Met Your Mother and now How I Met Your Father.
Yeah.
You think it's going to be good?
I don't know. Who's the actress?
Hilary Duff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know.
Yeah.
But usually reboots don't really work. And I really like when they end up at high
Mm.
and people were like begging for more. Like, no. Like, I don't want to spoil it as well.
You had another one.
What?
Another
Squid Game. We already did a
Squid
full...
Game.
And I'm pretty sure you guys know that we liked it because we actually dedicated one full episode to it.
True.
I didn't enjoy it as much as I did Money Heist because I think Money Heist is honestly the best show that I've ever watched in my entire life.
Wow.
It has convinced me. I'm not saying it
To
because
do okay, it's never gonna happen. But
No.
yes, he's
No,
convinced that he can.
don't tell them because
He's convinced that he can actually put up a successful heist, and he's planning it in his head. This dude, I don't know.
I already am planning it, and I've been told that I do look like the
He does.
professor in some strange angle. I
He
don't
does
know.
look like the professor. Imagine Josh with like longer hair. The first time someone said that was one of our TikTok videos.
And it was a random person. It was
I
not like
think it
even
was
someone
last
we
year.
knew.
Yeah. And then someone said, El Profesor? Question mark. And I'm like, do you mean Money Heist? And the stranger said, yes. And then I looked at the video and I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually see the similarity. You do like El Profesor. You
So
do look like El Profesor.
Yeah, so that says a lot already, because not only do I look like the professor, I think like the professor.
You don't.
I think
You
like
do
the
not.
professor.
You do not.
Yes.
So if you were one of the characters in the movie, you would
Yeah.
be the professor.
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, come on. See, I'm not the violent type. Like, I will not go around shooting guns, walking into a bank and like killing people. No, I mean, I never did that actually. But I would be like guns a-blazing, like, give me all your money. No. I'll be the guy sitting in a different country, narrating and telling people what to do.
Okay.
Because I think like that. Guys, if you were in my mind, you would think like, how does he think of these kind of things? I'm in a situation where I have to lie. I would lie. Janine, they can never tell when I lie. She doesn't know. She doesn't know anything. I'm the best liar around. She can never tell. I've lied to her face countless times, and she's like, "Oh, okay."
He was just saying a lie earlier on the phone. And I knew. I was asking him because he has a sty on his
Again,
eye.
yet
Okay.
again, guys.
He always gets
Yet
styes
again.
on his eye because he likes rubbing his eyes with his dirty little fingers. Okay. And it annoys me so much. We've already spoken about this in the previous episode. One of the previous
Yeah,
episodes.
and if you watch the podcast, you'll see there's always a moment when I scratch my eye.
Yeah, and I always look at him like I'm gonna kill you. Anyway, on the phone, he was telling me while we were on our way to lunch, with my brother and my brother-in-law and my sister, and he says, "I have a sty in my eye." I'm like, "Okay, are you wearing glasses because it's gonna irritate his eye?" He uses lenses every single day, and I said, "Are you wearing glasses?" And he paused for like 1 second. He's like, "Yes." I'm like, dude, why are you lying to me? Even through the phone, I can't tell if you're lying.
Why you lying?
And yeah, so he can't say that I don't know when he's
No,
lying.
but I can't think and cook up a great heist if I had to. Like,
Okay.
if anyone wants to contact me, just message me on Instagram and we can really plan a heist.
Please don't hire Joshua as one of your heist masters because it's gonna fail in 5 seconds.
No.
Yes. How many games have we played where you actually failed?
Which one?
That game where we were in.
Those are games I'm not really interested in, and I'm just doing it.
Yeah, but those are games that you need to learn to make a heist work. And you
I
got
still remember
all
that.
the wrong.
And they said this is history in the making because no one has ever failed this hard in this game.
You know that game, I forgot the name of the board game, but you can fail once, twice, you can have an error of 1 or maybe 2. But he broke the record of having 3 errors, and he chose the 3 bad people within was it Werewolf? No, I forgot the name.
No, it's some mystical game. I forgot.
Yeah.
That was the best day. I couldn't stop laughing. All of us couldn't stop laughing. It was the best day.
We were actually the heist masters. We convinced you that we were good people.
Yeah. And I was convinced.
Ah,
Because of that one guy, he was like that. And I'm like,
got you, bro. Got you. I know what you're
I
saying.
just met you, but I trust you.
I trust you. Josh has like the kindest heart ever, and he's gonna trust anyone. So maybe I shouldn't be saying that on the podcast because
I
now
know
people are
will take
gonna
advantage
come
of me.
after you.
But honestly, guys, I could plan a heist. And don't be surprised if you see in like 20, 30 years there's a major bank robbery in like a different country, and then
Never gonna happen.
and then you'll be like, I wonder if Josh did it.
It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, you guys
It's
can
just
think.
not.
Just remember my name, guys. It's like, Josh? Kudos. I tip my hat to you, Sir Joshua.
Okay.
Yeah.
You done?
Yes.
Okay, you're done now.
Yes. So money heist. In case you didn't get it. The next one is favorite podcast.
Favorite podcast. It is the
I forgot.
No. It's by Brittany Moses. I forgot the title. Something like
Faith
mental
and something.
faith and well-being. Faith and well-being. I need to scroll down, but yeah, it's called Faith and Well-being by. I can't even see it. It should be in the last played, right? Because I've been playing it over and
Just
over
click on your
again.
podcast.
Oh, there. Faith and Mental Wellness Podcast by Brittany Moses. So she's basically a Christian, but she also talks about mental health and the scientific background of mental illnesses and how to actually... Whoops. Excuse you, sir.
Waiter, stop
Red
serving
Bull.
me.
But also the correlation of like being a Christian and having mental illnesses, because if you're looking at how old people or how religious quote unquote people looked at mental illnesses such as depression, anxiety while being a Christian, it was like a taboo. It was like a no. Like, why are you
just
depressed?
Just pray it.
Pray it
Just
out. But they don't understand that sometimes there's literally a chemical imbalance in your brain that causes some of the things that you have, whether it's anxiety, depression, being bipolar, whatever it is. So this girl interviews a lot of people to get the scientific side of it, but also mixes it up with her faith and being a Christian. So it's actually very interesting.
Okay, so it balances out the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What's it called again?
Faith and Mental Wellbeing podcast.
By?
Brittany Moses.
Which studio?
It's her own. She's not tied up with a studio. Oh, there's also... Okay, we're just talking about one.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, there's also Have a Nice Day.
Best podcast.
Please tell your friends about it. Best podcast ever. What did I say last year? I said Just a Tip, right? I think I said Just a Tip, yeah. Okay.
So mine?
Yeah.
Mine, I still listen to my favorite podcasts over and over again, but this year I actually started listening to another podcast which I'm completely hooked on. And it's called Two Bears, One Cave.
Two Bears, One Cave.
Yeah.
What is it?
And it's two comedians, Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura.
Okay.
And these are like guys in their 40s.
Did you just mix them up, Bert Segura?
Yeah. And these are guys in their 40s who just literally talk about anything and everything. It's by you don't know this comedian, but remember you watched that show on Netflix with this Bert Kreischer?
Oh yeah.
And his wife is like the cutest lady in the world.
I
and
love
he invites all these comedians to stay with him in his cabin.
Yes.
So it's basically him and his best friend Tom Segura.
Okay.
And Tom Segura is another comedian.
Oh, I love him. I
Yeah.
love that comedian.
Bert Kreischer?
Yeah.
Who?
Bert Kreischer.
Oh yeah, he's so funny, right?
Is he in the podcast as well?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's both of them. And
Nice.
and like I love a good comedy duo. Like I really love Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. But this podcast is
Kalila
completely...
and Bobby Lee.
Yes, exactly. Theo Vaughn and
Theo
Brendan
Vaughn.
Schaub.
Yeah.
But
true.
I really like the fact that these are two guys in their 40s, like married, settled down, they have kids, and they always talk about like the weirdest stuff. Like I don't know if I can say it on this podcast, but it's just like really weird stuff. And it's like two 40-year-old guys. You know, like whenever I think of like guys in their late 40s,
You think of
it's
them
like-
as old people.
yeah, like talking about golf or what they did over the weekend. But these guys talking like, oh, dude, I passed out and I woke up in a parking lot, and like it's like, what are these guys? And they look so young, and I really like that. You know, like
yeah.
they still living life to the fullest, and I really see myself when I'm like at 40 years old, 50 years old. It's like still having
In
fun.
10 years.
Yeah,
Mm.
still have. And like there was this one thing that in one episode Bert Kreischer said, like, I would never cheat on my wife. And then he gets in like to this really mellow tone, and he talks about there was one moment when it was a Sunday morning and I woke up and my kids ran to me and I was cuddling with the wife, and every time I think about cheating on my wife, I remember this moment and like stops me from ever like doing anything. And you've seen his wife, right? She's like such a like a
She
cute
is
little
the
old lady.
cutest.
And I really love that because it always like comes back to like these guys can like literally have any girl in the world. Like these girls go crazy on them and like still
Comedians.
like, yes, really
That
like
is so true. I just have to stop you there. I'm sorry, but comedians get the hottest chicks. Look at Pete Davidson. Kim Kardashian.
yes.
Before Kim Kardashian, was it Ariana Grande or Kate Beckinsale or
Ariana
whoever that
Grande,
is? Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale.
Come on, dude. Come
All
on.
these people. See Bobby Lee and then there's Kalila.
Kalila. Oof.
Theo Vaughn's still single. But have you seen Brendan Schaub's
No.
A wife, also
No.
very hot.
But he's an MMA fighter. And
Yes,
MMA fighters,
MMA fighter, yes.
they get the hottest chicks as well.
That is
so,
true.
Yeah.
So, I wonder when my hot girl is
I
coming.
know.
So,
That's why.
let's
I'm gonna keep a lookout for you, dude.
Yes, I'll keep a lookout for myself. as well.
Yes,
Thank you,
exactly.
thank you.
Yeah. But as a comedian, I wonder when I'm gonna get my hot guy as well. Okay.
Who's the hottest guy for you in 2021?
Who's the
that wasn't
hottest
actually on the
guy?
list, but then
Oof, that's difficult. I still want to go back to my roots, Jason Momoa.
so lame, man. You're like
He still
every
is
other
the
girl.
hottest guy ever.
No.
He still is to my eyes. Like Jason Momoa, that rugged, but like very cuddly, very kind, and like
Like I will, like what's for dinner? Chicken? Okay, let me go hunt for a chicken.
exactly.
Yeah, like who?
He's
why-
a man's man.
It's like his wife will tell him, "Hey, go to the grocery store and pick up chicken." Like, why? I'll just go to the woods and find one.
Exactly.
Like,
Let me just get up some game.
yeah, he's like, okay. Then he's like, why are you taking your arrows? Like, I'm going hunting to find a chicken.
Exactly.
And then his wife is like, just go to the store. He's like, no, a real man catches his own food and then walks out.
And rock climbs and surfs.
Yeah.
And
But he would still go home to his wife and like,
and his
he would be the one
kids.
cooking the food.
Yeah. But like, come on, his wife as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's my hottest girl? See, she's not the hottest girl, but I've seen her in a new light now because I always thought of Ariana Grande
Oh yeah.
as someone who's like, oh, I'm a ex-Disney. She's also ex-Disney.
ex-Disney, right?
Ex-Disney. Oh, I have one song. But then I saw her on that Jimmy Fallon show and that girl can sing and I saw her in a new light and I'm like, huh.
She is
You can sing
hot.
into my heart.
good save. Good
You can
save.
sing into my heart, Ariana Grande. So yeah, she's just someone who I saw in a new light. But obviously,
Right.
like I have a lot of crushes, but she's someone who I just recently saw, so it came into.
So 2021, Ariana Grande.
yes,
Nice.
yes.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
Okay. What's your?
You know who's the other hot one? If I'm gonna pick out a girl, Vittoria Pedretti from You.
who?
The
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 crazy
wife.
local girl,
Yeah, the wife.
the loca girl.
What is
sorry.
her name? Damn, I can't think.
Beck.
No, Beck is the old one from You number 1. She is
Wolf.
I Wolf You.
Yeah.
I can think of her brother, her twin brother,
40.
40.
He just literally lost like 36 numbers, okay? It's like you're 36 numbers away from his name, okay?
What is the guy's name?
40.
No, what is the guy's name in You?
Joe.
Joe what? Joe Goodwin? Joe
Goldberg.
Something Goldberg. Quinn.
Quinn.
Is
Quinn,
it?
Quinn.
No, Quinn is their last name. 40 Quinn. Love Quinn.
Love.
My God.
Literally, I said, I wolf you. I just substitute.
Love. It's so easy. I'm sure people who are listening to this
They're
are
like,
so
"What's
frustrated
going
to us. Love Goldberg. She is.
I don't see it because
Stunning.
she gives me the crazy eyes.
That's what makes me like her so much. She's such a good actress, this girl. Like, wow.
No,
She is talented.
I don't see it.
Okay.
Like, if I'm in a bar and I see her alone, I wouldn't approach her. Like, that.
But if Ariana Grande was there, you would approach
Do
her.
it 2,000 shots on me.
Fine. Okay.
Give her those 7 rings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, the last one.
Last one.
Favorite moment of 2021.
Favorite moment of 2021 would be my birthday. I celebrated my 30th birthday this year, and you surprised me with my friends. It was really nice being around my friends, celebrating my birthday, and also after that, we had lunch. I mean, the day after that, we had lunch with like my family. I had a couple of family members from Lebanon who were also here at the same time.
Most
So-
awkward lunch of my life.
We had like 2 tables, and it was like, what, your second time?
Second time
being
seeing your
around
dad.
my family and seeing my dad. Yeah. So that was nice. Everyone all together.
It was really nice. Like, I'm glad that I managed to pull off that that birthday because it was really hard to plan everything, especially by myself.
Yeah.
But I managed to do everything, and then the worst thing comes and happens is there's a major sandstorm in the
Yeah.
whole of UAE. Not the whole of UAE, but most of
Dubai.
Dubai.
Yeah. especially that area.
Yeah, and it was really hot because I was like literally convincing Topgolf to give me the air conditioned base, but they never did.
Yeah.
And hopefully I become big enough one day where I just call in and be like, "Oh, Mr. Joshua from Have a Nice Day.
Wow.
Yes, we have the air conditioned base for you and bottle service. Consider it on us.
Nice.
It's on me."
Yeah, but thank
Mr.
you.
Topgolf himself.
That was
calls
actually
me.
really, really nice of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
You
what
got
I
all of my
can.
friends together, and that was a nice birthday. It was a nice 30th birthday celebration. So yeah. Thanks for that, dude.
You're welcome. My favorite moment?
Yes.
When I quit my job.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It was the tipping point for me. Like that's
Yeah.
what, and everything from there made my life so much better.
I would just
And I
have to
always tell
say,
this
I would
to-
have to agree.
And
Yeah.
I always tell this to Janine, like when I was still in my last job, I don't want to name names or anything, but I was really down.
You
I was
were
really,
you were hating every
if
single
you,
day.
like I journal and I used to journal a lot. And if you see, like I was reading back through it yesterday and it was almost about something about my job, one thing or another. And
You were just over it.
yeah, I was just over it. And I'm in a better place right now. And this is just joking to Janine. Like, I don't think I'm that funny anymore because I'm in a better mental space now. And I'm like, have I lost my funniness? Sorry, we lost you guys for a second, but I'm actually in a better mental space right now. And it really sucks in terms of my comedy career. But hopefully I can try to manage it and balance it out.
But it's also been a while. It's been a while since you've actually done a show, like a proper show. And I think it's just you getting back to like the whole momentum.
Yeah, so that was actually something that I wanted to close the episode with, like what our goals are for 2021. And I actually have a lot of goals that I want to accomplish this year since I do have a better understanding of myself.
Right.
And there's so many things I want to get back to. Like, it's definitely my physical fitness, my mental fitness as well, making sure that I have both of them aligned. Another thing that I want to get back is reading. Because I just realized that I haven't completed a single book in 2021.
And that was one of our goals.
And that was one of our main goals, actually. But yesterday I actually started writing. I started reading some books, and not reading some books, but reading a page of a book. So at least I get that. I hit the floor running when it comes to that. But yeah, there's so many things that I want to accomplish for myself and together with Janine. One of this being the podcast. I really wanted to grow.
Yeah.
And I know you have a lot of goals yourself that you want to get back into.
Yeah.
And that's one of the beautiful things about our relationship, because I know that we can count on each other and keep ourselves accountable to one another when we have these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
What are your goals? Do you have anything in particular that you want to tell?
I think I lost a lot of my usual self in 2021. Like,
I think you lost your routine. It was the
Yeah.
one thing that really
it was,
went
and
for a
it was
toss.
very difficult for me to let go of the fact that I've actually let go. So I'm trying to get that back. I'm trying to get get my groove back on.
Okay.
Fitness wise. There's also a lot of things happening mentally that is difficult for me to grasp. So I really want to get a hold of that before it becomes a little bit more troublesome.
Yeah.
And I want to get back to a proper work-life balance, because that's where 2021 I've given so much work-wise, and because I went into a new company and it was my part of like proving myself. The role was a lot more senior than, not a lot more, but it was more senior than what I used to do, which was my next progression. But I just had to learn some things because it was a different type of business model. It was, different colleagues, different ways of doing things. So I had to different atmosphere. So I had to relearn a lot of things. No, I had to learn a lot of things, which was good because I've learned a lot. But it's just that I have to now get back to a proper balance, or else I'm gonna get into a burnout, and we don't want that to happen. I really want to get into a better, healthier version of my life this coming 22. Set up proper boundaries, because I'm a yes person. And sometimes it's very difficult for me to say no, even if that means adding more onto my plate, even if that means me giving more. And sometimes you just have to say no, because you can't give if your cup is not full. So if I keep giving and I keep giving without me refilling my cup, then I'm just going to get to a point where I can't. And we don't want that. So that's my goal for 22. And of course, together, there's a lot of things that are going to happen in 22.
It will happen. It'll come.
Yeah, a lot of planning already for 22 that's happening. I do my planning for myself, and then we have a couple's planning of what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because that's how you need to live life, right? We always say, for me as a Christian, I always say, like, it's up to God. It's up to God's plan. It's up to what He has for you. But then you can't just go into something and just wing it and just stay put. Like, you have to also plan.
Yeah, so you can make all the plans in the world, but at the end of the day, it's really up to God
Yeah.
to really, like, put those things into play, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you should not fully rely on it. Like, of course, you should do some things by yourself. So I think that's the beauty of what we have as well.
No, that's why I call it, instead of planning, that's why I call it like faith goals as well, because these are goals that you would like to have into your life, but you have to, you pray over them. You pray if this is the right path that God wants you to be on as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's getting back to connecting to Him and His plans, and then writing down whatever that is for the coming year.
Yeah.
So quite excited for 22.
Quite excited. I'm very excited. I want to see what happens this year. Like, I'm actually, like, very optimistic about this year. A lot of things that are going to land on our laps. And another thing is also what we're gonna do with this podcast. Do you wanna maybe share a little bit?
So this is the last episode of our season 1. This is episode number 52. So we've wrapped up a whole year of, whole 52, more than a year of putting out episodes. We weren't that strict, or we weren't that consistent with putting out a podcast every single week. So going back to having a proper work-life balance and balancing it out for 22, we're going to start moving on to releasing episodes every 2 weeks, so that we don't burden ourselves with our weekends always being
focused
recording
on this,
a podcast,
because it is a lot of hard work, guys, to put out a podcast. Like, if you see, like, what's going on around us, you can see, we have this light, we have this camera, we have this setup, everything, we put them on every time we record, and we also dismantle it every time we record.
Yeah, it's the editing after, it's post, it's growing the podcast,
thinking what we're gonna do for an episode,
planning,
reaching out to guests. So it does take a lot of burden on us, and we also want to be in a point of our lives where we enjoy each other's company outside of a podcast zone, and make time for our friends and family, because we don't want this to be everything that we do on the weekend.
We don't want to revolve ourselves. I just want to correct you. Not a burden yet. We're not yet at a point that the podcast is a burden, because this is our passion. And again, as what I said earlier, we want it to be balanced. We don't want to get to a point where we're like, I don't want to do it anymore. It's a burden. Another episode. Because there were a couple of weeks where I'm like, Josh, can we not record this week? Because, I'm not really at my best. I really want to be the best for the podcast, and I want to speak eloquently. I want to reach out to my followers, you guys, and if I'm not at my best, I won't be able to do that. Mm-hmm. So I was already feeling a couple of that here and there, and I don't want it to get to that point. Right? I don't want to end 2021, or I don't want the podcast to end on a sour note. So we've decided to do a podcast every 2 weeks.
So it will be released and we're also changing the release date from a Sunday to a Monday now.
Because
that's gonna be,
our weekends are changed from this week onwards. So today's a Sunday, and usually Sunday is the first day of our working week. But this is the first weekend that we're spending a Sunday, and we're back to work tomorrow on a Monday. Yeah.
So that's cool. And we're trying to change the format a little bit. We're going to definitely change the background that you see before you. And hopefully what our plan is that since we released 2 episodes in a month, that one of it will be with Janine and myself, and the other one would be with a guest.
Yes.
So hopefully that works out. We're still doing a planning. We hopefully will have our next guest sometime within this month itself, actually.
Yes.
And we're really excited. We're trying to get some really good names, really fun people on the podcast, so we can really enjoy each other's company and try to get out of the regular faces that you see here most of the episodes that you've seen actually lately.
Yeah, but I think they like us, because most of the most watched episodes or most listened to episodes are both
just
of us.
You and I, but maybe we can change that. I don't know. But I really want this podcast to grow. I really want to get monetized this year.
Yes, that's our goal.
So, because it's we really put a lot of hard work into this. Like, it's not even with the podcast; it's about our Instagram page. Like Janine does so much doing reels and stuff. So I really want to really grow, and let's see where this podcast can take Janine and myself.
Yeah. We're really passionate about this, guys. So thank you so much for your support. We really, really appreciate all the subscribers on YouTube.
Yes, we really do.
All of the listeners on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and everywhere else.
Spotify, Anchor, you name it.
Super, super thankful for everything that you guys have you've gotten us here to where we are now, and we're moving forward because of you guys. You inspire us to move forward.
You really do, guys. More than you even know.
Yeah. So thank you. And anything else that you'd like them to know? We're going to put out a gift to you guys.
Yes. So it's not a gift, but it's more like
it's a giveaway.
Giveaway.
It's a giveaway.
For
That's
2
what
lucky listeners, we're still trying in the process of procuring the gift.
Yes, we already have the gift in mind, but we'll post it up on our Instagram. So make sure that you follow us on Instagram for the details. And we're giving 2 of our lucky listeners a gift, just to give you guys like a thank you from our side for sticking with us for the past year.
Yeah, we wish we could get everyone, but of course we don't have that kind of money just laying around. But I hope it's something that we can start off with and maybe get into more grandeur things.
Yeah, and we're going to open it up not just to our UAE listeners. We're going to open it up to everyone else. So just let us know.
How?
We're going to deliver it to them.
Send it from here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking it's only for the UAE listeners for now.
No, we can't be unfair to the rest of our listeners.
I hope someone in the UAE wins that because the shipping costs, my God. Okay.
No, we're gonna give it away
to
everyone else. Look, I'm not gonna be biased. If someone wins it from the UAE, great. But if someone wins it from the States or somewhere else, then
hopefully someone wins in like
our top 3 countries are UAE, US. What is the third? Is it the UK?
I think so. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Or the Philippines. I think Philippines is 4th. I can't remember now, but wherever it is, wherever that listener is based.
I want to give it myself, so I was thinking we just limit it to the UAE.
If it is in the if that listener is in the UAE, we're gonna give it away. I think he's hearing of this now, just now, and he's like,
I haven't got 1 single dirham from this podcast, and I'm about to spend more.
The Asian in him is coming out. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna spend so much. But yeah, we'll give it away. We're gonna do like a random.
You guys deserve it.
We're gonna do a random picker.
Yes.
We're gonna put up all of the names. We just have to give you the rules. Of course, you have to benefit from it as well.
Of course, nothing comes for
follow
free
us
in this
and all
world,
that.
yeah.
Just like the normal rules. But we'll put it up on Instagram, and just follow us so that you guys are updated of when we're gonna put out the giveaway.
Yeah. So that's that. Happy New Year, guys! Again.
Happy New Year! Thank you. We love you guys.
Yeah, we do love you guys.
And on that note.
Oh, you don't want to do with the following, the calling, and the subscriptions. But you guys know it, guys.
I already said follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on YouTube, Instagram,
podcast, YouTube,
send us questions.
Subscribe.
We'll be definitely doing another handy advice soon.
Oh, yeah,
so please do send us your questions. And
we need to get back to handy advice. We have a couple of handy advice people who have been asking for our advice.
waiting for our advice. So.
Nuggets of wisdom, as we call it.
That's how we put it. That's very nice, actually. So yeah, on that note,
have a nice day.
No. It's have a nice year.
Have a nice year. Doesn't sound the same.
Doesn't have that ring to it. But guys, Happy New Year.
We love you guys.
We like you as a friend. Bye.
Weirdo.